Razaban if IFL TV, proudly sponsored by Everlast. He thought he can run away from the arena, but I caught him in the hotel. Johnny, what was all that about?
I thought I'd give you the slip, but I thought I did well, because I thought if I do you, all them man are going to get me. I said, just go in toilet.
You literally said you're going to the toilet, didn't you? You liar.
Just go to the next minute, I turn around, you're there. Like a badass penny, man. Like a bad smell. But still.
You know we love you.
Yeah. Good night though, wasn't it? Good night.
It was a good night of boxing. What was your standout?
Well, of course, Adam Azim, you're looking at what he did in such a short space of time, and obviously you can see all the roles we're leading towards him and Chima, and realistically, I think they need to both stay in their own lane. Chima, I think he was under pressure because he was trying his hardest to get rid of Greener, who'd lost to Adam in 2 rounds. And he was trying too hard. Didn't respect him. He was getting caught. He's going to learn. And listen, if those two can stay unbeaten, listen, that one of the highest viewing sporting events is cricket, India v Pakistan. And so therefore, if these two boys can stay unbeaten and fight each other, do you know what kind of crowd they could like, attract? Don't do it in London. Don't do it in Coventry. Do it in Birmingham. They will mad it up. You know what I mean? It doesn't matter who's spotting who, but they'll get him in there. So to me, I think that's a good thing down the future.
How much down the future?
Personally, I think they should do it pretty soon, because on tonight's performance, I looked at Jim and I thought, you're going to lose soon, mate, because you're getting hit when you shouldn't be getting hit. Now, I don't know if that's because he kind of disrespected Green and thought this is going to be easy. Or we just saw some holes within him. But domestically, or even just, for the area, that's a good fight. It's a good fight that would get the crowds and get people excited. And you know what? The entrance for both fighters, they've got it down to a T. And this is where you've got to give credit to people like Prince Nassim Hamid. Even though Naz is from the Arab background, young Asian kids coming through, looking, thinking, if he's done it, I want to do it. And now they're coming in, the entrance is mad. They want to be all braggadocious, they want to fight flash. He's given self-belief and confidence to young Asian kids coming through. So, again, congrats to him. The boys are doing well. And it was a good crowd, man. It was a good, friendly banter. A lot of Adams supporters were behind me. I'm saying, yo, Jimmy's going to mash him up. And they're like, no, going crazy. I'm just like, pulled him in, but it was funny.
Karis making a professional debut. We saw her. We saw Lauren Price last week, but 2 weeks ago. But how did Karis look to you today?
So made a professional debut. She was trying hard to. You know what? I actually thought Lauren was the toughie. Karis is a badass. She was just trying to take her out with every single shot going. I think she was too desperate for the knockout, and she could have got the knockout, but she was trying to lead with her left hook from the off. Now it was a debut, so she just stepped into the program. So she's gonna learn, steady herself up, be patient. But I love the anger, I love the fire she's got under that bonnet there, and I think she'll do really well. She's not as meek and mild as what you think.
Sam Eggington, always in wars, always in great fights. I did ask him. I said, how many of these can you take? When do you have to start being smart? And it's crazy to think he's only 28 years of age.
Sam Eggington, it's like he's been around forever, and he's been in a few wars. I think he's reached his ceiling, and that's why after the fight he wasn't shouting, "I want to fight X, Y, Z." He just said, "Look, just get me the fights, I'll fight people." He understands that he's probably not a world beater. I'm glad he's got a version of a title. So regardless of what happens, he can say, "I won this." But he's a complete crowd pleaser, tough, leaves it all in the ring, and creates entertainment. And in Zeech, his opponent, that boy was tough, man. He could take some right shots. I actually thought the fight would be over in about 2 rounds, and the guy was there to the end, just sticking it out. So I kind of felt for Sam, because after Adam Azim box, the atmosphere kind of flattened a bit, and a lot of people left. But he still got the job done.
Couple of weeks off for you now until the next one, which is to be announced, I think, end of July, early August.
Yeah. So
What are your plans?
my plans for in between then and now.
What are your plans?
I'm just going to sit at home and be a fan and watch boxing. Whatever boxing is coming on, I'm there.
Spend time with the grandchildren.
Grandchild.
Grandchild.
Yeah, I'm the greatest granddaddy going, man. I'm the greatest granddaddy going. That's how we roll.
Just quickly, have you found anybody that's got $500 million to take Tyson Fury out of retirement?
It's not going to be $500 million, but you know.
Are you sure? Like Saudi, these Arab countries.
You know what? Someone else might pay that, but it's like being half pregnant, isn't it? I'm not pregnant, but I'm only half pregnant. I'm not fighting again unless you give me $500 million. You know what I mean? If he's out, he's out. If he's in. But today, I believe Tyson Fury believes he's done. Tomorrow, I think we all believe he ain't done. You know, but we'll just see how it unfolds with Anthony Joshua and Usyk, obviously, and see what decisions he makes after that. I just think he's too itchy, man. His feet are too itchy to sit down with his slippers on and watch the world passing by. He's too young, still too fresh, got too much fight left in him. I'm not having it.
Would it be a shame though if Joshua does go past Usyk and wins those titles back? We didn't see Whittaker, we didn't see Calzaghe Froch, we saw Khan Brooks so late. Would this be a disaster for British boxing that fight doesn't take place?
Without a doubt. And I think it'd be for both fighters. They both want it. It's the business behind it. It's not the fighters. These two they both want to fight. You know, and I get that. It's the business behind it. So it's the businessman and the promoters behind them. You know, who can get the best deal for them. So it's not the fight. So I don't put it on Tyson's toes. I don't put it on Joshua's toes. You know, it's the business behind the show.
Tommy Fury, Jake Paul announced a couple of days ago. A lot of people writ off Jake Paul and said he can't box. He's fighting people who are not real boxers. Is this his first ultimate test?
Yeah, and what I've seen of him, you know, he's a novice boxer. That's getting world-class treatment and world-class money. And this is why he'll get the criticism and not get the respect. That's just how it is. I suppose it's like being the son of a famous fighter that's done it all. It's hard for people to respect you until you prove, well, actually, I can do it. So for Paul, he's got to go out there and say, look, I can fight, and this is it. I ain't slagging the boy down because I think, you know what, I'm on the fighter's side. I keep saying it. As long as I see fighters making money, as long as I see fighters, you know, coming out on the green side instead of the red side, struggling with nothing. You know, as long as I see that, you know, he's look at Tommy Fury, $2 million. Where else is he going to earn $2 million at this stage in his life? So you've got to say, well, that's because of you. You know, that's because of X, Y, Z. So regardless of what you say or what you think, these boys are creating opportunities, creating a chance to people to see them. And like it or not, those YouTube boys, they're managing to get crowds to watch them, and that's what it's all about, putting bums on seats.
Would it surprise you if Jake Paul wins?
Not really, no. I think the kid can fight. I do. I think he can fight. How good he is a question, but he can fight. And so I won't be surprised. That's just how it is. I think it'll be hard for Tommy to swallow, but I think £2 million worth of something helping swallow it, all right, if he lost. But that's just how it is. It's the fight game.
Have you seen the bet that Jake Paul and Tyson Fury, £1 million?
You're joking.
Well, Jake said 100,000 that he'll bet anybody, and Tyson said, well, I've seen it just now, $1 million.
Shit. Those big boys, man. That's what you get when you got that kind of money. $1 million.
Your level, right?
Yeah, I wish. $1 million's like...
Seeing your car and your house.
Nah, $1 million's like £10 to people like me and you. Yeah, I bet you £10, you don't want to lose it. No, you're a London boy, so you said £1,000. I'm a Yorkshire boy. £10 my bet.
Just finally, Johnny, what's the plans? It's appreciate you giving me a little bit of your time. It's 12:30. Yeah. Straight to bed, right?
Straight to bed, man. You lot, I gather you all lot are going out in Birmingham. I ain't doing that.
No, I'm not going out. I've got a lot of work to do.
Really?
I promise you. About 12, 13 videos to put up.
Oh, then I'll...
That takes time.
I got spies in this place. They'll tell me. And I'll tell you. Next time we do an interview, I'm going to expose you.
How's that?
Because I'm that kind of guy. I'm a good guy, man. People just give me like that devil halo. I'm a good guy. I got it Sunday morning. I got church in the morning, Jed.
Really? You singing? You singing?
Yeah, I'm in the choir, Rasta. What?
Give us a rendition. Go on.
Nah,
Go on, go on. Give us a little rendition.
Jesus. Nah, come on.
Johnny Nelson, IFL TV. Thank you very much.
Download the Everlast Fitness app and find your greatness within.